Hey, what's going on YouTube, and welcome to part 2 of today's Tuesday Preppers video series thing, because I did part 1 this morning where I just talked about the news and said I'm going to come back tonight and do a clear, and sure enough we're going to work on Gloomwing right now so that you can get Demon Eater sense. Worth noting, this clear or this team will also work to get you Stone Eater sense from Archeo Avis. You just have to switch out your imbue unit from Fravia to something like regular Sylvie or Paladin Sylvie for the lightning imbue, because that one starts weak to lightning, not ice. It goes weak to ice later, but if you do enough damage, you can totally skip the ice phase and just do lightning. So this team will work for that as well. I actually did that on stream tonight. But we're going to be focusing on the Demon Eater sense from the Gloomwing trial. So I'm going to show you what we're doing here. We're doing advanced version, and here's the team we're going to take. Runda is going to be our passive provoker. Now he's going to be soaking up the death attacks, he's going to be soaking up the berserk attacks, and so when he goes berserk, he's wearing 2 weapons thanks to Genji gloves, so that he can quad attack with Yeti combat style and fill up our MP every time he goes berserk and just starts shooting his little missiles and stuff. So that's going to be what Runda does. He also puts up mitigations for the party, so we take less damage from the drains and the damage over times and stuff like that. So we take very little damage in this fight, and we're good to go. So I just kind of geared him for spirit. He's got guts, he's got death immunity from Blizzard Orb, and then just like the just some weapons and passive provoke. There you go. He's even wearing Sylvie's vision card because he's geared for spirit. Technically, this is plenty. But there's Runda. He's our passive provoker. Our magic cover tank is going to be Maeve. Now, in order to make sure you take no magic damage, you want to have over 400 fire resistance, or 400 or better. Also make sure that all units have status immunity. If you're not bringing Maeve, Maeve has a status immunity buff. So I went ahead and geared for them to have status immunity, but Maeve is also going to be buffing us for that. So that's cool. Maeve is just geared for fire resistance, basically. You know, a bunch of gear that does fire resistance, and she's got some status immunity. Cool. Everybody's also got a little bit of MP, if I could fit it in there too, just because since the boss does drain MP, having more MP helps. So they don't, you can maybe earn some back and fight the next turn. Here's Fravia. Fravia is going to be our breaker and our ice imbuer, because the boss is weak to ice. She technically chips in some LB damage, but not very much. And yeah, she's got bug killer in both forms. She's got her own vision card. She's got immunity. There you go. Breaks, imbues, LB damage. And then we've got A2s. Now this is my A2. Mine is geared with status immunity, a bunch of Clash of Will stuff, a greatsword, and bug killer, and her own whatever. She's also mine's wearing the Nier Automata vision card because my 2B has it. So she's gonna go ahead and wear it. You don't have to wear it. You can wear like the Hyo vision card or whatever vision card you can cram in here, just to kind of like make your A2 as strong as possible. Important when you're using an A2 to do a clear is that you want yours to be the same EX level as your friend, so they can chain properly with their LBs and SLBs. So to help with that, we've got Horacio has a nice EX2 A2 for me, geared almost the same, has an Emperor's ring instead of a Ruler's helm, has the Dragoon helmet here. Otherwise, geared for status immunity and bug killer and LB damage, just like I asked. So there you go. And is wearing the Dragon Quest Die vision card because he likes Dragon Quest Die and has that vision card. So I don't blame him. That's a good vision card. So good stuff, Horatio. Thank you for gearing your A2. And let's put these bad robots to work. Go ahead and show you the trial rewards and missions as well. Missions are complete the quest, defeat it within 15 turns, party of 5 or less, and no items. We got that under control. Okay, so we're going to start with Runda doing his LB just to put up some mitigations. There we go. Maeve is going to, if you didn't buff gear for immunity, you would use effective strategy for immunity, natural wall, to just kind of keep cover going, and then wild barrier to put up an HP barrier. Bravia is going to shift, and we're not going to worry about doing elemental damage this first turn. We're just going to use breaks on the boss and lower sword resistance just to kind of help her do damage. And then that way we take less damage from the drain. There we go. And then our A2s are just going to chain finisher here to put a break on the boss, lower great sword resistance, and just start doing some damage. And they're just literally just going to chain. There we go. Because of the breaks, we take way less damage. And there you go. We're good to go. At this point, Runda could guard if you wanted to. Runda really has nothing to do, so, you know, we can guard. Or we can go ahead and have Runda attack. Fill up the MP. Maeve is going to triple, and she's going to use Limitless Ferocity after our two A2s use their Limit Burst here. Fravia is going to downshift, and she's going to Frost Blossom and then Limit Burst fill. And we're going to try and time it to where as soon as the Frost Blossom hits, then we send our chainers. And wait for Runda to stop doing that. Okay, so here's Frost Blossom and chain. There we go. And we did that to try and get some of the LB fill on them. So here's Maeve filling LB. Here comes some fire damage that she's going to cover. There we go. We took a little bit of damage, not enough to really worry about. It's totally fine. Runda is going to use SLB to mitigate. Maeve, and that also fills up our LB gauges, so we can do that again. Here we go. Bravia is going to use her Dawn Flourish to try and cap on our A2's Limit Burst. And I don't remember the timing on this exactly, but we're going to try and do it real quick. I didn't time it quite right. That's okay. It doesn't matter. And then Maeve is just going to use her own LB to it's going to put barriers and stuff like that up. Now, on this turn, our A2s are going to get their SLB, so we're definitely going to use that. Runda's also going to go Berserk. So Runda's going to start healing the party's MP every turn for the rest of the fight, which is good. There we go. Bravia is going to use her good break here on turn 4, and then just kind of refresh her sword in peril and stuff like that. And then our SLBs are going to chain here. Pretty good. We're at turn 4, and we are below 75% health on the boss, which is good. We're going to refresh our effective strategy, natural wall, limitless ferocity, and then move on to the next turn. There we go. Now we've got our SLB on board, so Hateful Blade is maxed out and available now in turn 5, and our A2s are buffed up with their attacks, so you know we're pretty much sitting right at 13,000 attack. Pretty sweet. Hateful Blade, and Dawn Flourish again. We're gonna try and cap it a little bit better this time. Hateful Blade does start pretty much right away, so we can probably just send them about the same time. There we go. That was a nice cap. So that, you know, did a little bit of damage for Fravia. Not too bad. And with Maeve here, barrier's still not available, so we'll just strategy, natural wall, ferocity. Okay. I'm going to downshift with Fravia and redo the ice imbue and try to fill LB gauge. See if we can't get that LB gauge filled up for our A2s. We got it, so we can do LB here. It's not the best damage, but you know, it does some damage. Not too bad. There's the death attack on Runda, which he is immune to. Okay. Turn 7, we're going to shift, and with Faravia do the good break again. Good break. Go ahead and good break and sword in peril. This time, because our limit bursts are not available, we're going to use finisher 3 times. And Maeve is just going to fill LB. Strategy, wall, LB. Here's the finishers, which actually do pretty good damage. And now our SLBs are available. And we're going to try again to have Bravia cap on this with the SLBs. So we have to just kind of work the timing out. Wait for Runda to stop doing things. Okay, so we're going to do chainers and cap. Didn't quite do it. Sent Faravia just a little too fast that time. But we still got it in 8 turns. Which is not terrible at all. And this gets you a very good item, Demon Eater Sense. Check out our damage breakdown. Horacio, you beat me. You definitely out damaged me. I rolled low on variance or something for several of those hits, so pretty good. Good stuff. I had higher stats and you still beat me. Nice. There you have it. So that would have gotten you Demon Eater Sense from beating up on Gloomwing with a couple of robots. And that'll get you ready for Clash of Wills, or start getting you ready for Clash of Wills on Thursday. Like I said, you can take that same team, do that same basic rotation against the Archeo Avis with a Lightning Imbue, and still get that done. You can beat it within 6 turns and get Stone Eater Sense very, very easily with an A2, or probably a 2B would be even better. But lots of units can do that at this point because Archeo Avis is not hard at all. Hopefully that's helpful to you. And if you're still sticking around at this point, quick reminder that we are now only 30 subscribers away from reaching our 1,000 subscriber goal that I really wanted to try and get by the end of December. And I've got some exciting things planned for when that happens. So if you want to be a part of the magic, definitely click subscribe now, and that way you can help out. It means a lot to me, and it makes me feel very excited every time I see that number tick up one more time. So with only 30 to go, I'm getting pretty pumped. So thanks to everybody who already has done that. You guys mean a lot to me, and make doing all this fun worthwhile. So until next time, which will be on Thursday, see you later. Take care of each other. Be good. Stay warm, stay dry, stay well fed. Yeah, in general, be good. See you later.